Everybody's feeling right. Welcome to Ladies Night, Ladies Night. Here to have a good time. Everybody's feeling right. Welcome to Ladies Night, Ladies Night. Oh, yeah.
Welcome.
Hi, we're back. Welcome.
Ladies
Excuse me.
night.
Hey, happy
I'm
Friday.
Miss.Sheena. Happy Friday.
Happy
I'm Miss.Sheena. Everybody introduce
Friday.
yourself.
I'm anti. Simply anti. What can I say?
You
What's
always
your
say
name?
that. I love that Miss Anti-Haney.
What's your name? Your name is DJ Fierce?
My name is Dante.
He like,
You
my
can,
name
you
is
can find me.
Dante,
Y'all
okay?
can find me at DJ is Fierce. That's my Instagram name. But
Well, we finally made it to Friday, y'all. It's been a
y'all can call me
crazy
Dante.
week. It's been a
Yes.
crazy week. Gavin almost got recalled against Caitlyn and Uncle Tom, and it's been like a crazy week.
It has been very crazy.
I hope you guys
It
did
was
your due
crazy.
diligence. I don't care who you voted for, but as long as you guys exercise your right to
Oh
vote, because
yes.
our
Always.
ancestors went through a lot of shit for us to vote. Oh,
Mhm.
And
a lot
I'm
of
not
stuff.
I already
I'm
knew. I
yeah.
knew he wasn't going to get recalled. So I voted no on the recall. Me myself. I don't mind telling nobody. I voted no on that motherfucking recall, and I voted for the most liberal ass bitch or liberal person on the other side. Is what I did.
Yeah, it was
Wait,
tense,
it was
It just
tense, but I
it
really
reminded
wanted
me
you
of
guys.
November of 2020, and it was just like it was just crazy, and it was
Yeah.
just like the reason behind the recall. Well, what I feel is the reason behind the recall was just silly.
I
So it was
get it.
just
Super
it was
silly.
just it was just
It was a
like
waste of time and a waste of money for California. Like that money could
They
have went.
wasted so much money on that. And do you
they
It
know,
was
could have
like,
gave some people
stupid.
another stimulus. I mean, if they
it
got
was
money,
so
they could have
fair.
Yeah,
put that money
all that
elsewhere.
money they spent, all that money they tried to spend to like recall him. Come on now, let this man serve his term. We let a
And
man who
it's so
said he liked to
weird.
grab girls by the pussy serve his
Yeah.
term, right?
Yeah, but he
With no
doesn't. But he
problem.
don't get recalled. You don't recall him for
He
that.
didn't
Like,
recall.
really?
It's
Seriously?
so crazy.
Okay, then. A lot of people here are driving around with "Recall Governor Newsom" on the back of their cars. I'm just like,
I
what
haven't
for?
Why?
seen
Is it what
that.
he was supposed to be freaking
Well,
doing? Like,
he's in a different part of California that we're in. We're in like Los
Well,
Angeles.
yeah, like he's in like his county, but I'm like, I don't know. I
But
just feel
he's in a
I don't
red
know.
You're where you're at is like Republican area, right?
it's very
But where I live
Republican.
is highly Republic too, and
I'm literally like, but
I
I'm
have
like
never
a
seen I
block.
haven't
I'm
seen
a
that.
block from the Mexican border. Like, how are y'all racist and stuff like this and act this way? And y'all literally a block from the Mexican border.
Mm.
Well, I live in
Wow.
Inglewood, so you already know what kind of area I'm in.
Inglewood.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
I love Inglewood. They have this new little spot I
I
want
like
to
Inglewood too.
try. They this little wine bar
Where?
out there. It's
Girl, come.
called Wine 610 Wine or something. I don't know the address. It's pretty much the block the address, but it's black owned.
Jesus.
It's a winery. Most 98% of the wines are from black owned producers,
Oh,
and
I like
pretty
that.
cool. So
Mhm.
You gotta
yeah, I was like,
text
I
me the
want to try that. I think
information.
it's called 610 Wine.
Put
Don't
it in the
quote
group
me,
chat
but
put it in the group chat so I can reach out to them.
yeah,
Please do. That would be so much fun.
yeah,
We could probably go there and
yep,
drink some wine and do
yep,
a show there.
yes, yes, yes,
Hi. I'm thinking
Okay,
about
yeah.
moving back up
absolutely.
there, y'all. So
Come back. Oh my god,
I,
come back.
I'd really like to. I'm kind of sick of it down
I
here.
would probably get on your
I'm not a
nerves.
Sandy. I am not a San Diegan, and also like I even got more dates in like Orange County. Orange County, they were all over me. Freaking San Diego, no
Really?
dates whatsoever. Nobody, nothing.
Ah.
They're a little
Come.
racist. They're a little kind of racist down here.
Oh,
Well, you
I'm
better
sorry.
move your ass back on up to 405
Chow, who
or
you telling?
whatever freeway you got
Dude,
to take.
I got more dates in Santa Barbara, okay, and that
Santa
nobody
Barbara.
live up there.
Santa Barbara.
Really?
Literally Santa Barbara, twice as many
Wow.
dates. I
Wow.
don't know. I really don't know why.
I was gonna
It's
ask you why you think, but you don't know either, huh?
half of the time that I've been here has been the epidemic. So that's a big
Mm.
Oh,
part of it.
okay.
Is that y'all know I don't just go out and just be with people I don't know.
That's right, Kiana. Kiana
Yeah.
says, "Go back to where
Go
you're
back to
loved,"
where
and
you're loved.
Mm.
Inglewood, LA County loves you.
Go ahead, Kiana, Mama,
Hmm.
for real, for real.
Okay. So yeah, let's just get into this. So okay, I'm gonna start off to saying, you know I'm a Barb. I love me some Nicki Minaj, right? But my girl has been acting up, okay?
Speaking of
So,
loose stools, speaking
Mm.
speaking of diarrhea,
Ah.
I'm scared it was about to come out
Oh
her
my
mouth.
gosh.
Okay,
think
so it's basically Nicki versus everybody. She went on a Twitter rant talking about that thing that we know what that thing is.
that thing.
Hmm.
And she was talking about the
And not
pal
that
that go
Lauren Hill either.
she was talking about that thing and about that pal
Uh-huh.
that goes with the thing to cure the thing.
The thing, or to keep the
So
thing away, to keep that
she,
thing away. Uh-huh.
exactly. So Nikki went on to say that her cousin's friend in Trinidad had got the pal to cure the thing, and
Mm.
his testicles were so big he had to carry him, and he made him
Oh,
impotent, and that he was about to get married. His wife didn't want to marry him, and she still needs to do some research on that thing and about the pal and all this other stuff. So
I got
people
a
has been
whole lot to say about that.
Joy Reid came after her, and she basically told Joy Reid came after her and basically said, you know, you have a due diligence. You have 22 million followers, and you cannot tell your
You have a
followers.
platform.
You have a huge platform, and you cannot tell your followers not to get the PAL because you don't
Or to
know.
get
You know,
it,
they're
I
gonna
feel I feel with the platform, I don't think they should. I mean, a lot of people feel because they have a platform like they should say, do it because it's what the most
Right,
people want or not do it. But I
right,
feel, me
right.
personally, if I had that type of platform, wouldn't nobody know my status? It's kind of
right.
like, would
It's
nobody
none of your
know?
it's no one's
It's
business.
none of your business.
But Joy went
But
on to tell her.
yeah.
Let me finish.
No, go
Joy
ahead, go
went on
ahead.
to said she's like, you have this huge platform and you're misinforming people. So she went on to tell Joy. She called her a let me make sure I have my notes correct. She called her a black homophobic bitch.
Damn.
And then the prime minister of Trinidad said that whatever Nikki is saying, hey Lamar,
Hey,
um,
Lamar.
the prime minister of Trinidad basically stated everything that Nikki that she's stating is incorrect, and it makes no constitute. My question is, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I want
Yes.
to see what those big old balls look like after the vaccine.
Well,
Oh my
here's my
gosh.
question.
It's
Why
just
have
crazy.
we not seen this person? Why it's
Right.
easy
It's
enough
always
Well,
somebody,
because
cousin,
to show who
nephew,
this
baby
person is
daddy,
so they
mama,
get it.
he's in Trinidad, but y'all
And
don't
what
want to
The
see.
and what
fuck? She
person
got Skype and
and what
Facebook,
woman
all
ain't
that.
marrying you because you got big old freaking balls?
So the
Like
wife doesn't want to
who?
marry him now because now he's impotent and he can't have babies because he has
Well,
these
she didn't love him to
balls
start with. She didn't love him to start with. So that was a
that
blessing
he has to
in
walk around and
disguise.
carry.
I don't
So
believe that.
I don't
I
y'all
think
don't.
believe
this whole
it.
story is
Okay,
BS.
so let me
It's
tell you guys.
BS.
Okay, so here's the real tea because
Yep.
you know I always keep my ear to the streets at all times. You know, I
Hmm.
Mm,
always keep my ear to the streets. So the real tea is, let me clear my throat.
clear it.
Her her husband was served and charged for not registering as a sex offender.
So this
So
is a cover up.
it's a cover
Girl.
up. So
Uh-huh.
she's putting all this light on her to deflect what's really going on with her husband.
Exactly.
So she had
What is it
Exactly.
with her and
she
her
didn't
having pedophiles around her like
uh,
constantly? Her
you know
brother, this dude, like
Oh
what the hell? What is
you
yeah.
going
you
on?
Huh.
can't really choose who your family is. I will say that, but
But you can choose who you. I have a
you can.
pedophile in my family, and guess what? I don't talk to that dude at all. I almost said something else. I
I
don't
know.
talk to that dude at all, and I'm not here for that whatsoever. We don't have nothing to talk about. We are not friends. We're not family members.
But
I don't mess with nobody that do stuff like that. That's not freaking cute.
she knows what
I'm
kind of
not here
man
for it.
that my opinion is she knows what kind of man she married. Number one. Number two,
Mm.
girl, she canceled the MTV Awards. She canceled the Met Gala because I guess she was trying to avoid being served. But I would love to watch Nicki Minaj get served on the red carpet. Do you know how entertaining that will be?
That'd be rad.
And but also that's so much shit she can talk about in her own raps and stuff.
She's
Hmm.
crazy. I
She
feel
can
she's
like,
vaccinated.
girl,
I feel
just
she's vaccinated. I feel
she
she
says
didn't
she's
go
not.
out because she. I don't think so.
But listen,
I don't believe it.
how are you talking about vaccinations and you done went to some back alley to get
Hello,
some
your
pumpacil or
booty.
whatever the hell they done put in your booty because it ain't normal. It's
Them
not.
main
It
ones
wasn't a
talking
Brazilian
though.
butt lift. It wasn't a Brazilian butt lift.
Well,
It
in one
wasn't
of her,
actually silicone. It was her whatever the hell they pumped into her booty, and she just went on ahead and did that. But that's fine, right? But you showing up to get a vaccine is not okay. Or sorry, a POW is not okay.
the pal, yeah.
This the thing. A lot of people, and I always say do your research. And I was one of those people doing my research.
Hello,
And at
thank you
one
all for
point,
coming in.
I was just like, no, not right now, because I never said no or yeah. At the time when I was doing my diligence, I was like, not right now. But as I furthered my own research and based upon what I seen, in my real life circle occur, it was like, okay, listen, people have gotten, Botox. They don't know what the fuck that is, right? Like people have
Mm-hmm.
gotten all this other stuff. Like, and for people, a lot of women, birth control, we know that shit is the worst. Like that shit right there have you all tore up. So it's like once I really took myself outside, like
Yep.
set everything aside and thought about it. And
Mm-hmm.
then when they was like the white folks was flying with countries to get the shit, I said they ain't gonna kill them out. So shit, oops. So that's just my
You
opinion.
know,
But I
it's
feel
okay.
I feel with
Agreed.
her, I think it's
Completely
all
agree.
just a cover up to not, so like you said, just to deflect because she didn't want to get served on the
It,
carpet.
it's
Not
a
who would.
it's a no no, it's a cover up because no, her husband has already been charged for not registering as a sex offender. So
Hmm.
the word on the street is because I was keep the ear to the word to the street. I'm nosy.
Hmm.
We'll
So the
get
word
that
on the
ear to
street
the
is
street. Oh,
it's this ear at this.
well, I mean, I can see the dirt on it still. Like where you was. I can see the dirt.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this ear, the dirty ear, I was keep
The
this ear
dirty
to the
ear.
street. Because I need to know what's going on at all times. So what's
Right.
going on is she's deflecting from. She doesn't want that attention on her husband, so she's
Mm-mm.
putting all this crazy shit up. Like, she said the White House invited her out to talk to her about the vaccine. Well, the POW. We already said the word, so we're done. But to talk about the POW.
Oh,
And
dude.
the White House
Sorry,
basically said,
guys.
"No, girl, we never invited you. We never invited you." She's like, "Yes, they did. It's all a cover up. She wants to cover up. She knows what kind of man she married. Girl, you about to be covering up a lot of stuff."
But why? But like, why? Because the minute that I found out that you are a person that needs to register,
Huh.
now it's something if you were like 18 and your girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever, what, I don't judge, whoever the heck it is,
Mm-hmm.
and they were 16 and you ended up having to register because of that, I understand that. And I need for you to show me proof of why you need to register first and foremost. But secondly, if it's anything outside of that, we don't have nothing more to talk about. That is the
Hmm.
end of our conversation.
And
That's
I
the end
agree.
of our
Yeah.
relationship. That's the end of all of it
Yeah.
because no, ma'am. No, ma'am, that is not okay, and it's not.
Hmm.
The moment that I give you the pleasure of my existence, because I'm gorgeous. The moment I give you that pleasure, I'm co-signing on what the hell it is that you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not co-signing on nothing like that at
Hmm.
all. There is nothing worse than having that happen to you and being on the receiving side of that. There's nothing worse.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
speaking
I just sorry. I
speaking of conversation, there was a rumor going around that Chloe Bailey and Future were dating.
She's so
So
pretty.
I love her. That's
She's so
Beyonce's
that's
little
that's not
protege.
his
I love
style. I
her.
mean, it
So
She's
kind of
so
deviates from his
cute.
past women. I mean, aside from Sierra, like I don't know,
well,
she's just
okay.
very, different.
She's very she's a sweet girl. So
Yeah.
Yeah, a
according
good
to
girl.
media, a good girl. So according to
Mm.
Media Takeout, One of Future's friends reportedly
You
stated
need
that
to
the
take out.
two, I know,
I
hey,
couldn't remember
I'm
to take out.
I'm the news source.
Okay,
Friend.
then.
Well, we're gonna call them MTO. According to MTO, one of
Okay.
Future's friends reportedly stated that the two were dating. According to one of Future's friends, he and Chloe met in the studio a few months ago and have stayed in contact ever since. The friend explained Chloe is a good girl, and Future wants that type. They've been kicking it for a few months, and then the friend claims that Future is really taking his time with this gorgeous singer. Chloe was on the live in an Uber answering questions, and she said, "I've never spoken to him in a day in my life." Basically, she said, "I don't know that." Uh,
I don't know. Hollywood is just so weird. Why would his friends say, why would his friends say that they know each other? He, can see them walking down red carpet together, and she's saying no. So I don't know. I'm just really confused.
He
Like, what is
literally
the
was like,
motive?
I have never talked to this person a day of my life. I'm
she
a
said,
little like, I'm not sure
You
about
know?
that. Like, that's a little. I mean,
Yeah. So
here's
it's
the
just
thing.
strange. What do you think?
I feel like if you dig a little bit, you can probably find pictures of maybe when they actually met, and that's why you don't say stuff like that. What you say is, yeah, I met him once or whatever, like in passing, and
You
at
gotta
some
pick your
whatever
words.
awards show. Like, pick your words correct. And I
Yeah.
and I don't believe her. And when I saw her, I mean, I wanted to just because she's a little angelic and she's very sweet
"Yeah,
and just a good girl. And I hope that she'll be okay with the whole situation. But what I will say is you have to be careful as a person in the limelight and saying, I've never talked to this person in my life.
Right.
You,
yeah."
you can
Right.
pull up a picture and your
Yes.
whole story is
They gonna
just
pull
done.
it up
But
soon. Give it about a
I
couple
just
days.
know, I just know she better
yep,
not pop up as baby mama number 7. Okay.
I hope to
I think
God.
she's lying. I feel that she's lying. Like I said, I don't really see what motive or what the friend would gain. I feel that she think his bad boy image may taint her good girl image if it's found that she is in fact, romantically linked to him. I mean, come on. It's kind of like,
Well, but
you know,
it's also her image along with what is it, Haley, Kaylee,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah.
whoever
Yeah.
it was.
Right.
I don't know their
So
names.
it's a
Yeah,
lot that comes with it to where I feel, I mean, if I had to bet, I'm going to bet that she's lying and the friend is spitting facts. I mean, but that's what come with Hollywood. It's like you just got to be fake. You got to lie. Like you can't be your authentic self. And that's why the shit was
I would never. But that's the
so.
thing is like how is it that you don't know yet that what you need to do is say they may have video of me, like, because as a celebrity you could have met any freaking body, right? You
Mm-hmm.
could have walked, you could have just been in the same vicinity as them and they have pictures of
Hmm.
you in the vicinity and therefore you look like you lying, which is
Yeah.
why I
Right.
would say I think that I maybe met him at some gala or I met him at
At
some
some
award
party or
show
some
or whatever.
Okay,
events, but
cool. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, I
yeah.
Sure.
know him. Who
But
don't?
we're
Y'all
not
know him, don't you?
Yeah,
right. Like I
and
love
we
his
all
I
go
would
to the
play it
music.
same
that way.
parties. We
Yeah.
all go to the same parties, so
Yeah.
it's gonna make sense that I've met this person before. But he and I have no further relationship than that, and as long as they don't have proof of that, you're good. But
Yeah.
I would
Exactly.
never say, "Oh, I've never spoken to this person in my whole life." I would never even do that.
Right.
Even
That's just,
now,
I
if
don't know.
somebody asked me like, "Do you know Angelina Jolie?" I was like, "Well, I don't not know Angelina Jolie,"
Right.
and
Right. And leave it. Hey, do what you got to do with
maybe
that.
twice. I'm not completely sure. I mean, I met a girl that looked
Hmm.
like her. She was drunk at a club once, but she
Yeah.
bought me a
What?
couple
Wait.
shots.
What
That's
club?
really
What club was
cool.
that? Were you mean? What
I
club?
mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you just maybe she bought me a couple shots, maybe she didn't. Who knows? But I mean, I think it just
Crazy.
adds to kind of your mystique, honestly, too.
Mm.
I'm gonna be naive on this, and I'm gonna go with Chloe because I absolutely adore her. So if she said she never met a day in her life and never talked to her, that's what she said.
Okay.
I'm gonna be naive. I absolutely adore her. So okay, that's what she said. That's what
No, I adore
she
her
said.
too.
What
I
she
think she's
said.
so cute. I think she's
But
adorable.
I understand what you guys are
But
saying. But she said what she said. So I'm gonna be naive and go with Chloe on this. I mean, we all met her when she was like 12. So
Mm.
and everyone thought that Bobby Brown got Whitney Houston started on some things, but it was actually Whitney.
that's
So
a whole different show.
I'm just,
That is
I'm
a
just, we
whole
have
different show.
examples. No, but we got examples, though, man. We got examples where you
Oh
think this
shoot.
person's so just that they got that little halo over their head and they're so sweet and kind, and you think that they just don't do whatever, and they
Mm.
turn out to be the
Get
one.
lit,
But you know
okay?
what?
The one.
Because Bobby Brown had that bad boy image,
Bad
so
boy image.
he went off. So it worked for him at the
It
time. Like
worked.
I'm that bad boy. Yeah, I turn my out. You know, like he had that bad boy
But
image.
since they've everyone has assumed that he was the one that got her involved
And
in what she was
he
doing,
ran with
and he
it because
wasn't
of that
her at
image he
all.
carried. He ran with it because of the image he carried. Everybody, bad
Yeah,
boy Bobby Brown, like that was
yeah.
his name. So he ran with
Mm.
it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Thank you for proving my point.
I know.
You're
So
just going deeper into my point,
I,
actually.
Atlanta Zoo has a real problem going on. 18 out of the 20 gorillas that they have, and we spoke about this last week, have COVID, have that thing.
It's bound to
Nothing,
happen. Yeah.
nothing,
But
It doesn't surprise me.
nothing.
so
Mm.
zoo officials let it be known that no evidence suggests that animals can transmit the virus to humans, despite humans being able to transmit it to the gorillas. While humans are known to be able to transmit the virus to animals such as gorillas, I'm sorry, I know it sounds weird. I got like so many things in my mouth. Um, the virus, such
There's
as
some things in your
gorillas,
mouth
and
that you
these
got in your
cases
mouth.
have
And I'm like,
occurred
oh.
at other
What you
zoos. So
got in your
it's the normal thing for humans to come in and to transmit the virus to animals, but they are not sure if the animals can transmit it to other humans. It's
Hmm.
Dante, I have new retainers, okay? That's
Okay.
what's in my mouth.
Okay.
She got the head movement going with that one.
Oh.
Because
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it's
talk and it's hard.
crazy. Yeah, but that's, I mean,
So my
and then
question
you
is,
will, I don't know.
should these animals get the POW? Should they be
Shit, if they could pass, if they're
if they can pass
able
it,
to
right?
transmit, yeah. But I mean, I feel like to get everybody else in the world the PAL, then worry about the animals because we need to get the whole world, the PAL, before we could see any significant change.
Animal,
Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So,
It almost sounds selfish even, but it's like not. What I don't know what happened to
yeah,
Miss. But it almost sounds selfish, but honestly speaking, there's so many other like there's so many people kind of
that's
waiting
what
for
I'm
the.
saying. Like, the animals can wait. They've been good for a whole, almost 2 years. They can wait. So I
Yeah,
feel they need to, if they need to go on and give that to these other countries who are struggling. You have
yeah,
countries who will do anything. They got people. I heard a lot of people are flying from like the Philippines and other places to San Francisco to get the
get it
PAL
here. Yeah,
because and it's like they need to go on and ship them out. But it's
agreed.
just one of them
Also,
Yeah.
things
also,
where,
I feel like the only animals that truly need to be protected are those that are really kind of endangered. Maybe they're not officially endangered, but they're maybe like close to endangered. Those are the
yeah.
ones that we need to worry about.
Hmm.
Um, I think there's no shortage of gorillas. I mean, I saw one outside just now.
I was
Not
going.
sure, I'm
I was
not
about
sure
to
if
say
she's
I done seen a few at the goddamn
I'm not
market,
sure
so
she's an official
seems
gorilla, but
crazy.
I mean, she walked like one. If it talk like a duck and walk like a duck, it's a damn duck.
But I feel with this situation, they're saying that the zookeeper allegedly transmitted to the animals. So now you're gonna have that crowd of people who are like, oh, so the PAL don't work. Well, no, nothing does. It's like a condom. It's
No,
not 100%. Like that's why
no.
the people And they like, oh, the ones who got the PAL is the ones in the hospital. Well, yeah, because those are the ones who probably at the bars with no mask doing shit like it's
Right.
2019. So yeah, they're going to get fucking sick. Yeah, they're going to get
Well,
a high viral
also
load. And
those
yes, they're going to
people
be
are getting.
hospitalized.
They never said that us, the folks, those of us that got the POW, they never said we wouldn't get sick. What they
Right.
said
We
is
just
we
going to
would
die.
Mhm.
as sick, and that's a huge difference because the
Yeah.
difference is I can get sick. I might get that thing, and I
Yeah.
may be sick at home for a couple of days, maybe a week, whatever the situation is. But I won't be in a hospital dying on a ventilator. That's the difference. And I'm
But
sick of
people, the
people
world is
saying that
slow.
I'm
Like,
sick at work because people still get sick. Yeah, they
yeah.
still get sick, but they don't
Yeah.
get as sick, and that's an important thing.
Important piece. I just feel I realize there's a lot of slow and incompetent people in the world, but specifically in the US. And it's just so crazy. Like you have so much craziness and it's very scary that they believe like all that shit. And then it's like you
Right.
hear of the ones who were like, oh my God, anti-vax or whatever, anti everything about the whole thing, and they dying. And it's like people
Right.
be like, that's sad. Me, it's like, well, I mean, when you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, right? So do I
You make
feel
a good
bad?
point.
No, I don't.
Like
I
stupid
don't.
games
So
with
some
dumbass
people,
prizes.
yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
some people would probably say I'm
But it's
insensitive,
always,
I don't have a heart. But no, that's how I
but
feel about
you
it.
know what's so
So
fun? But you know what's so funny? It's always that person that you knew in like high school who's in junior high school science trying to tell you exactly how science works. It's like I really kind of don't need your opinion on it, and I
yeah.
I, I would
And they were
prefer.
they were getting they were getting a D in class. They were telling you what to
These people
Like
can barely
in
spell their
regular
name,
science,
so
they were
miss me with
getting a D.
that.
do.
They weren't even in the advanced classes because they couldn't handle it. Like they couldn't
They
they
can't
couldn't
even
keep
spell
up.
their name right. Like
Okay,
Right.
so
it's just crazy.
That's how they
let's
that's how they got the only points they got on their SAT was by writing their name and spelling it correctly. That's the only way that they got any
Shit.
points.
okay, guys, let's talk about something more fun. Let's
Yes.
talk about some black girl magic that we got going. So, Maya Shaka, she becomes the first black woman to officiate an NFL game.
That's so dope.
This hurts. In her words, this historic moment to me is an honor and it's a privilege that I've been chosen to represent women and women of color in the most popular sport in America. So she
Hmm.
officiated the game last Sunday with the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. What's your
Panther.
thoughts on that?
I think it's
Excited.
amazing. I feel it's exciting. Just women in most areas, we kind of don't get the props that we deserve. It's like they feel like a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
feel women can't do what a man can do. So I think it's amazing to have not only a woman, but a black woman officiating NFL. So I think it's a lot of women who are in,
Yeah,
the leagues and stuff like that are
absolutely.
playing. So I think that's just going to open the doors for women to do other things that we were told, and probably people probably still believe that we can't do, because we're women. So I think it's great. Like I said, we just
I have a
this whole
question
black
though.
girl magic is just like yes, you know.
Is that
Magical. We're magical.
I have a question though.
Yeah,
What in the world made anyone think that a woman couldn't do that job?
because she doesn't have a
Society,
penis.
shit. Society is screwed
If
up.
you don't have a
Society has
penis,
us,
if
it's
society
crazy.
tells you if you don't have a penis, you
But
can't do
like,
X, Y,
why?
and Z
I
in
I
life.
don't. What about
Just
a
like
penis makes
society
you
says,
more
men can't
qualified
cry,
for?
right? Didn't we all
Yes,
grow up hearing
society
that?
says
Yes,
Boys and men
I'm
don't
pretty
cry.
sure
It's
boys
she's
can't
crazy.
cry, boys can't be hurt. Like it's
right.
society. That's what
I'm
society
pretty
told
sure.
us.
I'm pretty sure she has a vagina, and I'm not sure. I can't speak because I haven't seen it. So I'm just gonna say I'm pretty sure she has a vagina, and I
What
definitely have
is
a
wrong
penis.
with you?
But
She
that's
is
a
much
great
more
question, though, Dante.
qualified.
I'm
No, but what I'm
wondering,
saying is she's
you
much more
know,
qualified to do that than I am. I would be like, that was mean. Why are you doing that?
maybe some women were intimidated to do it because it has never been done. So maybe she was the
Yeah,
one woman who said,
you just
she said
Football
she
has
could, she
always been a man's
would.
sport.
yeah,
It
of
has
course it
always
Yeah.
been a
has.
man's sport.
Yeah,
Like society says, men play football, girls are cheerleaders. You know,
right, right.
so technically the cheerleader is
Oh, I fucked
officiating
that
the game.
cheerleading up, girl. They'd be like, "Ooh," they got their first male
So
cheerleader. Ain't he crazy, girl?
yeah, but I think it's great. I just feel
I think it's
I
awesome.
love seeing our women, doing great things. I love seeing black women and our black men
I
doing
do
great
too.
things. It just really, I don't know, makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Like, even though I don't know these people personally, but just seeing that they're doing it, it gives the
Hmm.
younger generation, someone to look up to. Because we know kids are glued to the TV and stuff like that. It may have been a little 5-year-old girl saying, "Oh, I want to do that," and they're like, "You can't do that because you a girl." And now she
Girl,
see it, and she probably will. And I
Yeah.
just feel that, I feel it's a good thing. We definitely need to be more diverse and, gender as well as ethnicity with a lot of things that we see on TV and hear on the radio. So I think, again, it's just one of those, just another thing that we all need. Everybody needs to be, it needs to be more of the norm, not something where we're here, like now we're talking about it. It's a big deal. It shouldn't be that it's something to really talk about, because it should just be
yeah,
normalized to where it's like,
Yeah.
okay, shit, they drinking water. So what? Everybody drink water. So I
but
feel
They're
yeah.
that,
walking and
you
breathing.
know,
So what? We all walk and breathe. It's a normal
right,
thing.
right. Yeah, so that's
As long as
props
she
up to
knows the
her.
rules of as long as she knows the rules of the game,
Right.
and she can look at it from a fairly, I mean, people don't seem to be happy with the male referees either. I mean, let's keep it real. Um, you know, if she can look at it and see what it is, I don't see what the problem ever was or
She
why
know
this never occurred prior to now. Simply
she
because
knows she knows the
she doesn't
rules.
have to
All
be
of
out on
us.
the field like running. She doesn't have to be like making touchdowns and stuff.
Right.
Like
Like, she ain't a part of the damn game. And maybe
right,
she,
I
but
mean,
she could probably,
she's
I'm
played
sure
the
she can do
game
that
though.
too.
She
Yeah,
can
she
do
done
that
that.
too. But
She can do
all of
that
us
too.
combined,
oh yeah,
and she can run circles around all of us.
I
Like
bet
if she
she
hasn't really done
can.
it,
Yeah, because
and
I
we'll
don't
just
know
be standing
anything
like,
about football.
I don't know anything. I
I
just know
I don't know
No,
touchdown and
anything
and
about
touchdown. You take
I
a
nothing.
got
shot. That's all I
60-year-old
know.
knees, so we got so the three
Wait,
of us together. She'll run circles around us and make a
Dante,
touchdown in a heartbeat. Yeah.
you ain't got the mega knees. You said you got 6-year-old knees.
I don't got the mega knees,
Oh
gal.
my
Anti
gosh.
I
anti
can,
got the mega knees.
I can
Oh
Anti
drop.
got the mega
my
Look,
knees. I've
gosh.
been on vacation with
look.
Anti. She got the
I
mega
could
knees.
go on ahead. And I could drop it. I could drop it like it's hot, but
You're gonna need
bringing
some
it up
Tylenol
is
or something
different.
after.
So
Some
it's
damn Naproxen or
not.
something. Some
Y'all gonna have
Naproxen
to
and
help
some
me to
icy
pick it
hot.
back up. Yeah.
It's one of
Oh
those
my
things you already
gosh.
got to be drunk before you start trying to be Megan
Yeah.
with them knees.
That is
Well,
so
in
funny.
my 20s, I would drop it like crazy, and that's probably partially why, because I drop it like crazy, and we'd be on the ground like doing all that crazy BS that they do at the gay bar. But child, let me tell you, if I drop it, I'm gonna need one of y'all to be standing by next to me so that y'all can help me pick it up again, because
I'm not even gonna.
I'm not gonna pick it
I'm
back
not
up.
even
It's
gonna.
not gonna
I'm
happen.
not even attempting to drop anything because I'm not getting back up. Call 911. These
Oh,
knees are old. Call
You
911.
said call a whole
Don't touch me.
911.
Call the
no.
professionals. Call 911.
Okay, girl. I just know that you told me that.
Wait,
So
do not
Marie
touch
said
me.
she needs
We're gonna be out
WD
partying,
40.
child, and you gonna drop it, and I'm
That is
gonna be
so
like,
funny.
somebody call 911.
Wait, what did Marie say?
Marie
What you
said she
saying?
needs WD 40. Girl, I heard that. I saw a can the other day because I was going to get something to patio. I'm like, damn, like people about to really, this is so crazy. You got to lubricate them joints and stuff. Get some
Oh,
glucosamine. Isn't glucosamine good to lubricate joints and stuff?
Yeah,
Listen,
I
I
take
feel at a certain
glucosamine
age,
every day.
everybody
I
can
it
take
take
a
is. It
shot of
is.
glucosamine, okay?
Uh-huh.
Lubricate them joints.
I'm not playing those games. Okay, just
I'm
call
43 years
911.
old, chill.
But some people
Okay,
just
so
got just brittle bones and joints.
so
You got some
who's
young ones who just can't do it.
who's hungry?
I used
Are
to be
y'all
I am
hungry?
300
very
pounds.
hungry.
Are you hungry, Dante? Are
I'm
you hungry?
starving.
I'm starving. I'm parched also.
So you
I'm so
guys,
hungry.
if you have the McDonald's app
Super
tomorrow,
hungry.
they're giving out 50-cent double cheeseburgers to
Hmm.
celebrate the National Cheeseburger Day.
Hmm.
So I got something
It's
to tell you.
true. On
No,
It's
YouTube,
just
no,
so
it's
crazy.
true.
Like, how they give out like 50 cent like this the problem I have.
I wanna know
They
what 50 Cent got to say about this. That's my question.
no, I got
it's
something
just
to tell
crazy.
y'all.
What
I
you got
got
to
something to
say?
What?
tell y'all. Okay, so you know how we have a brief on kind of what we'll be talking about on each show, really, right?
Hmm.
So this specific item, I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna call my McDonald's."
You gotta download the app though. No, here's the thing. You can't just roll up to McDonald's and be like,
No, I
oh,
know, I
give me my
know,
50-cent cheeseburger. You gotta
I know.
download their app and like order it and then show them
But I
and then
made it. I
scan
made
it and
it
they'll give it to you.
like no. But I was just. I was a little down, so I made it as creepy as possible, so I could give myself a key. And so I'm all like,
I'm
"Y'all got
scared.
some of the 50-cent cheeseburgers." And she
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
"Um, let me check." She's
Oh my gosh.
really terrified for her life, and then I'm like, "Oh my god, I victimized this poor girl."
Hmm.
I don't really like their burgers anymore.
I
Yeah.
don't really eat at
I
McDonald's
don't
though.
really eat.
For
Yeah, I don't
I
really
50, for
eat there,
50
but
cents,
definitely not the
though. For
burger.
50 cents, though. I
I
mean,
mean for
that's
50
cute.
cents, I'm not gonna lie. I
I
will
might.
stop by tomorrow
Back in the
and
day,
I
remember
will.
y'all, they had the specials on every day of the week, like filet of fish Friday for 99 cents. So after track practice, we
Yeah.
would like out Tuesday, we knew it was a cheeseburger on Tuesday, Thursday, whatever they had, and then Friday, it was like we was eating at home. It was like we was getting that I think it was like 99-cent fish fillet, which I love, or fillet of fish. I always say it backwards,
I
but
love a fillet of fish. Why
I
is that
love
so
filet and
yes,
fish
that's what I
too.
good?
want right now.
With sweet and
Why
Mm.
is so
sour
good?
sauce. It was so bomb. Mm.
Ooh, I don't know about all
With what?
that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right, everybody, you got everybody face all turned up, his tone changed.
You gotta dip it in the sweet and
Ooh.
sour sauce. It is so good.
You know what I do
I
that's
dip the
weird though?
fries. The
I
fries,
get
The
this.
not the
I
fries
damn
get
chips.
the.
too.
I put the fries in the sweet and sour, and I
I do
I do
also
that.
put
too.
like in the sausage McMuffin with egg. You got to put some grape jelly in it.
Okay,
It's
yeah, I do
really
that.
Okay.
good.
Okay, I
It's
I
thought
can do
you
very
was
that.
about to come with
yeah.
some weird stuff. Like, wait a minute, that's my face
Like
kind
me.
of froze.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you that fish with
Well,
that sweet and
but
sour.
sweet and sour
Listen,
on the fillet of fish, though, I'm kind of.
for 50 cents, I'm gonna stop at McDonald's tomorrow and give me a
I will
50-cent
be.
cheeseburger and I'll eat
I
off
kind of
of
want to
it
fillet
all
a
day
fish
long.
now. I'm tempted to go give me one, like when we're done, because I'm sitting here hungry and I'm sitting outside and someone's cooking and it smells so good. It smells like curry shrimp or some type of shrimp, and it smells so good. And I'm sitting
Ooh.
here hungry, and a Belizean food spot that I like, I'm sure they're going to be closed. So I guess I'm gonna just have to settle and get a fillet of fish or eat what I cooked last
I'm
night.
gonna
But
go
you
get
know when
me.
you just feel you
I'm gonna
smell
get a
something, you just want
burrito.
something different
You
other
know
than
what's
what
so
you
funny?
have.
Mm.
I eat Jamaican food every Friday. That's like my treat for the week.
Really?
So what is Jamaican
Hmm.
food for y'all? Is it just like jerk chicken with
It's Caribbean food. It's the same thing. It's Caribbean, the same spices, just cooked a little different sometimes.
I don't
I
like
think sometimes the
allspice
seasoning
for
could
the
be
public.
different. Yeah, I don't like
Yeah, the
allspice
season
in my curry chicken. I know Jamaican curry you
we
guys use
have
like the allspice. See, I like that.
allspice. It's good.
Allspice.
I love it. Like,
Really? I don't care
yeah,
for it.
it's really I
I'm
feel
not
like
here
God, I
it
for
want to
the
brings
go
it
get
brings
food.
out the flavor and everything.
I
Allspice.
also I don't like
I actually put
cinnamon. I don't like
I actually put
cinnamon on meat
allspice
either.
in everything I cook. Everything I cook, I put allspice in it.
really. See,
Really?
I don't care. I'll eat it. Like if I went
I
out,
won't be eating at your house because I don't
I'll
like
eat it.
allspice at all. Like I don't like it. Mm-mm. And I don't like cinnamon on meat. That's the other thing. Like you go to certain Middle Eastern places and stuff, and they'll put like cinnamon in the meat, and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
freaking
yeah. I'm
nasty."
sitting here hungry.
Okay. Speaking about being hungry, are we canceling out that Joe? Did y'all watch Versus the other night with
I
That
did not
joke
him and
was
see
Ja
it. So
Rule?
run it down to me real quick because I did not see
The
it.
quick
So
okay, so I didn't
give
watch
me
it
just a
either.
quick rundown. Oh,
I didn't watch
okay.
it either. I'm not gonna lie. It was a quick rundown. Um, I guess he brought out Fat Joe brought out Shanti and Remy Ma, and he gifted them
Okay.
with Birkin bags. And then Ja
Okay.
Rule was like, "Okay, I got some people for you." And he was like, "What you got them dirty, dusty, beep coming from the crack house?" Da, da, da. And it was Vita and
Oh.
Lil Mo. We all know Lil Mo has,
Oh,
she
she
had
got
Oh.
a
the she
habit.
has the temper.
She
She
had, but
she
no,
is
but
not one to play with.
she's had habits in her past, you
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
people are
Oh,
saying
no,
like
he
for him to
did it.
disrespect, yeah, for him to disrespect black women and at this point, like I've heard different sides of different things, and at this time, some people I heard say, "Well, it's kind of like, well, these are my homegirls. I put them on, and this is your homegirls, and you put them on, and look where my homegirls are at, and look where your homegirls are at." And It's like a
He could have
laughing
said it a
Not,
different
emoji.
way
not
though. That
doing
was
any
But
just
better.
here's the
very
He's
thing.
not doing any
Here's
disrespectful.
better.
my thing. I'm tired of black women being the brunt
It
of
was true.
jokes. We're
Yeah.
not funny. Like, don't
Don't
kiki
be
at
funny to me.
us. That you don't. We're
Yeah.
not your funny. We're not
Mm,
your funny. You
And
know, like
and
that was so disrespectful.
let me take it
yeah.
one step further though, because you know who pissed me off was Remy Ma telling Lil Mo how she should feel about the whole situation, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you don't get to tell me how
What?
to feel to
How
feel
you
when
gonna tell
I got
somebody else how
insulted.
to feel about something
Like,
that was
I'm
directed
like
toward
in the
them?
face sideways. How you gonna tell me how to feel about a situation? How
Be-
about you sit the hell
Oh,
down and you don't say
child.
nothing to me,
because
little girl?
he
Or go
literally
back
You
to
out of
said this.
jail.
line.
Go back to jail with your ass, because
He
we're done.
Right.
exactly. He literally said this seconds before they came out on the stage. So it was a
Ooh,
more
Oh, so they
direct
came. Yeah.
approach.
See that's.
that's
I would have
So
turned the stage
raggedy.
up. Yeah, you don't do that. Like that was just very disrespectful. Just on a human level, not whether it was a man, a woman, or black or white, like
It
whatever.
don't
I just feel
matter.
it was just very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
especially,
Obese
you
Like,
know,
Joseph, obese Joseph needs to learn respect for other people. Is what obese Joseph needs to learn.
yeah,
yeah,
that's
that
exactly
that's
what
that's
obese Joseph needs to do.
Hmm.
yeah. Mm, mm,
That's
mm,
not
mm.
that's not cute. You don't do that. I don't care how you feel about Lil Mo. You might hate her. You might not like her music. You might think she
But
is
you don't
a
do
donor.
that.
But you don't do that. That is disrespectful. This is another human being that's stepping out on the
Mm.
stage, and you did not need to disrespect them
In a
that way
way,
for
the
you.
She
timing,
could have
like that's
been.
pretty much
She could
his
have been with.
introduction to them coming out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
That
that
was his
that's just
introduction.
yeah,
That
that's
was his
so
introduction.
yeah, that's just horrible. That's
If
horrible.
one of them walked out and punched him dead in the mouth, he had it coming. He had that coming.
Mm,
I
mm,
mean, in my
They should have,
opinion,
somebody should have smacked him upside his head and been like, look here, like you want to
yeah,
talk
that's
mess. But when's the last time you had a freaking record on the radio? Let's talk
that's
about
why
that, sir.
I don't care about Fat Joseph being canceled because who lean
There's
back
nothing
is
ain't
to
nobody
10 years
checking
cancel.
for
ago.
him anyway.
Ain't nobody checking for him.
There's no
Right.
subscription. There's no subscription here for obese Joseph. No one cares.
No.
There was
He's
never
been
a
canceled.
subscription.
So
Yeah.
he
He's been
He's been
canceled.
so
He
canceled.
he's
canceled himself by
irrelevant.
not having talent. So you could just sit
Yeah,
the hell
no.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Done.
move on
And
to next because he's not even worthy
yeah.
of any more
Okay.
Yeah.
airtime. Like he's just a horrible person and we just gonna move on
Bye.
from him.
Bye, Joseph.
Bye,
Bye.
Joseph. Bye, obese
Okay.
Joseph. And you. How about you get on the radio for a second before you start disrespecting other people?
Okay,
Sure.
so there is a cave full of ancient indigenous paintings that was sold for more than $2 million. So the Asaga Nation says it belongs to them, which it does.
Mm-hmm.
It is our ancestors who are buried there in that cave. Andrea Hunter said she's a tribal historic preservation officer for the Saga Nation, and this is what she told CNN. It is our ancestors that created the images that are on the walls and conducted the rituals that took place. It's it is absolutely the most sacred site that we have, and it is rightfully ours. We should keep the ownership, and it should not be sold.
Mm.
Hmm.
I feel so
So
bad. I feel like just historically, like just from Native American things and stuff like that, I feel like so much has been taken. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just sad. It's
it's really sad that
sad.
they're not respected. That's what's
They're
so sad.
not. That's what it
They're
boils
not
down to.
respected, and it boils down to they're not respected, and their cave and artifacts is taken as art for someone to hang up in their living room.
In their
Who
fucking
That's what
gave,
of their freaking living
who
room.
actually
that's what's
gave
sad.
whoever is that was selling it? At what point did they gain ownership of it? Is what I'd like to know. Because to
That's
me,
what I was
this
thinking
means
too.
that they never actually had ownership. And what they're doing is they
Right.
snatched it from up under them and sold it. I hope every single anything they do involved with it haunts their whole ass.
I
I
hope they
hope.
wing it and then bring the whole wall down
I hope
and they
their
get
Mhm,
ancestors
haunted.
I hope their
mhm.
ancestors come up and just mess with them for the rest of
And
their lives
in
and their
it,
kids' lives, and
their
whoever
kids'
buys
life
that
or their
crap,
kids'
whoever
kids,
buys it
they
for
would.
them, let their
Yep.
ancestors
Yeah,
comment on
that's
them
just
too.
Yep.
terrible. It's
There's just certain
terrible.
things you just do not touch.
You
There's
don't
just
touch.
certain things that you just respect and you do not touch and you just
Because
leave it. That does not
the
belong to
other
you. That
piece,
doesn't
the
belong.
other
It's not
piece
just
of
art.
this though is that we're sitting here as we are. We don't realize that if they're willing to do that to them, they'll do it to us too.
Oh,
Oh
they
yeah,
already
They've
taken from
already
us.
done it.
They
we've
took it
been
from
get
us
ripped off. They
yeah, we've
They've
been like 200
already
everybody
years
done
ago,
it.
300 years
Yeah.
ago. We've been
So the
it's
fact,
been gone.
just the fact that they took hold of it and sold it as though it was theirs to sell,
Right. Ugh.
I have no words for that.
Right. It's like, what do you say? Right.
what do you
It's like
say?
it's as
What do you
much as I run my mouth, it's like stuff like this. It's like I really have. I. It's like I'm speechless. I can say one little thing and that's it because it's just so disgusting and so nasty. Like, who do you think you are? Like, what makes you feel that you can do that, and what makes you feel that's okay? And that's about all I can come up with.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that simple, you
Yeah.
know.
And that's 100% where I'm at
Yeah.
brainwashed too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm in this
I think
Yeah.
we're
place of
all I
like,
think we're all like
who do you
brainless
think
on
you
this one.
are? Like what?
Yeah.
What?
Why is this acceptable? Like this is
Yeah.
sacred. This is a
Yeah.
And
sacred. Like
nobody
these
did
are
it.
our
And you
ancestors.
see, once again, nobody did anything.
No.
Yeah.
We let this
It's
happen, and that is what's troubling is the fact that somebody on a higher level, someone that can do something, should
Ain't
have
gonna do
spoken
nothing.
up.
Hmm.
well, when they're not sleeping at night because they have somebody's ancestors in the bed with them, messing with them all night in their brain.
That actually
That's
made me
on
laugh.
them. Yeah,
I'm actually kind of laughing
Right.
about it
that's
now.
on them. Like you
Uh-huh.
knew what you were doing was wrong, but okay,
Hmm.
you did it, so go
Ugly,
ahead.
evil, nasty. Okay, you'll
Mm-hmm.
never get peace.
I'm not involved. Okay, so
As long as when you treat people this way, you will never get peace. It will never happen
no.
for you. It will
No,
never
absolutely
happen for
not.
your people, and it's because of this bullshit you're pulling. And sorry for the
Exactly.
word, but that is like not okay.
It's okay. We've been cussing all the show.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll
this
pull it
next
back.
one,
We're trying to pull it back a little bit.
we're working on it.
We're working
YouTube,
on
we
it,
are
guys.
working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next story is I know this is gonna set you off. I know you read it.
Mm.
So a Michigan parent sues the school for $1 million after the
Mm.
school worker cuts his biracial daughter's hair
Whew.
off without his permission. So the premise of the story is the little girl was on a school bus and one of her little schoolmates thought it would be funny to cut her hair. And
I would be like, "Where's your mama?
she's a
Where your
beautiful little
mama?"
girl. She's golden, she has blonde hair,
Oh
curly
my
hair,
god,
gorgeous.
what a gorgeous little
She's
girl! Oh
a
my
beautiful little
god!
girl.
Yeah, I
So
And
saw.
that hair was like, remember Khalees back in
beautiful.
the day when she had that like,
That
Mm,
blondie
oh, it was
color.
that.
I'm
It
not
was
Yes.
that.
saying
It was
I'm a
so
girl.
pretty.
Okay, so anyways, the little girl got her hair cut. One of her classmates cut it, and the school librarian, who's quote unquote a beautician, decides to even out the cut for the little girl and cut her hair off without
Nope.
even
Nope.
consulting with one parent, not two parents, did not call a parent, and now she's a victim. The librarian is a victim. I don't have kids, but if you cut my daughter's hair, bitch, I'm cutting your
I
hair.
got two. I
This is
have two
this is
girls.
this is
Okay,
why I
well,
So
don't have children.
well
This is why I don't have children. Go
let
ahead,
Anti
Anti.
talk
crazy.
because she's the one
So
with the kids on here.
as a
Absolutely.
mom of two daughters who have, they have hair, nice length hair. First of all, my kid, if any one of my kids ever would come home, like somebody cut your, um,
Oh, we can't hear you.
You cut out, baby.
We can't hear you. No, we can't hear you.
no.
There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
So yeah, one, okay, you can't touch kids, so that's what the parents are for.
Mm-hmm.
I need to meet with the parent. We need to have a meeting. Now, assuming that they act appropriately, given what just occurred, we might be good. But if they start popping off and being disrespectful, they getting tapped. Number two, the librarian, she a no, so she gonna get handled accordingly. And I'm gonna leave it at that. She would have got handled accordingly. Like you don't just cut my kid hair to make it better. And then she made it was oh God. Yeah. She would have
She
got
made
She
it
made
worse.
her a
she
little
She
made it
made
boy.
her
worse. She made
bald
her like a
spots.
little
She had
bald
bald
spot.
There was
spots.
like
Yes.
bald spots. Yeah, I did
Why
not.
did she not
I
call?
was
Like,
livid.
So
why do you not call?
the dad is suing, saying that his daughter was racially, which I agree with him. I
Profile.
can't even profile,
Profile.
which is true. And I feel like they got pleasure out of cutting this little black girl's hair because I don't care what nobody says, even though she's biracial, they saw her as a black girl. They got pleasure out of cutting this little black girl's hair and having her
Ooh.
look crazy. She had bald patches in her hair.
You
Like,
have full blown bald patches, which I
Yeah.
was
why would
just
you do
like,
Ooh.
that?
Why would you do that? Girl, that
oh
Full blown
librarian,
bald patches.
why did
I'm
that
sorry.
librarian involve herself in the
that
first
wasn't her
place? What
place.
she
Like
should have
her,
had done was
see,
called
she
the
should have
parents
called,
and been like, "This
hey,
is
this
what
is what
happened."
happened. Come here. I can,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cosmetologist. If you like, I can, go ahead and fix it free of charge. But it's like, it seemed like maybe initially her intentions were good, and maybe she's not competent. Maybe she's a
No.
little off. Maybe her thinking
Mm-mm.
is skewed. I don't know. But point is,
If her intentions were
she,
good, the little girl would have never had bald patches. Her
true.
intentions
Yeah,
were
but the
bad.
bald patches may have come from the initial
No, no, because
How often? Well, how
whatever.
did she cut?
it was
Was it
the how
ponytail or, and why
I
kids
don't.
got scissors on the bus?
Why? Yeah, why did your kid come to work, come to
Yeah,
school with
because
scissors
schools give supplies. So why the kid got scissors? And they're
on the
young kids.
bus?
Because
Cause
the school. I mean, I'm left-handed, so my scissors never worked. I'm sorry, guys. I just have
They got left and
close to
right in
that.
class.
But
That kid probably got some deeper
they're like those
issues.
bullshit scissors that like they wouldn't would they even cut hair? I don't.
listen,
That's the
I only
thing.
know.
The school ones probably wouldn't cut hair. So where the fuck did this little monster get some?
Just
One,
some
why does she have
scissors.
scissors? Two, whether she's a lefty, kids scissors, they ain't gonna cut no hair. And three, what like who does that? That
So,
kid needs to
ba-
really get some help because
no, basically,
that ain't normal.
the kid comes from asshole parents.
True.
They were
Yeah,
racist,
Yeah.
asshole racist
yeah,
parents. Number one,
yeah.
and number two, the librarian was trying to fix it, but she's like, "Oh, I don't know this
Well,
kind
the
of
parents
texture
should fix
hair.
her ass.
I don't
That's
know
what
this
they
kind of
should do.
texture hair. So let me just go ahead and give this pretty little girl bald spots in her hair to make it all
Well,
right."
the parents should fix her ass. How about that?
Oh,
I
I
you
would have
want to
whooped
be
her ass.
you want to fix on something? I got you fixed.
Oh no,
You know what else? As a parent,
I
I
would
I
have
would
wouldn't have
have
asked.
shown
reported
up
it.
and cut her
I wouldn't have
motherfucking
reported
hair.
it.
Is what
Yeah,
would
No,
have
no,
I
I
happened.
would have
wouldn't even
reported. No,
reported it.
I would have whooped her ass
I
and then reported it when I was done. Like,
Nah, I don't
and
know.
then
See,
I
the
would
law
still
is
sue.
crazy. I think I would have
No,
tagged her first and just left it at that.
no.
Like, you know,
Girl, I would
that would
have.
have
I
been our
have.
little secret. I would have been on my escape tip. Like, this about to be me and your little secret. You say something, you gonna
Girl,
get some more. So this
I
what we
got.
about to do.
I have cousins. They would have tagged her
So
ass, and I would have still put press charges and
and,
sued.
and it's like all these people need jobs. You'll find somebody in the street. Hey, you want to get $100? Come on over here.
You want $100 just to tag this librarian?
Go over there. You ain't never seen
Going
me.
over there. Fuck her
Okay,
up.
so
Like,
y'all,
let's go.
what's the plan for the weekend? What are you guys doing?
What am I doing?
So we saw,
Hmm.
you know that Shang Li and the Legend of the Rings or whatever that movie is, the Marvel movie.
I don't watch
Oh no, I
Marvel. I'm
heard about
sorry.
it. How was it?
I'm
Okay, so
boring.
we saw it in 4DX earlier this week, and it's the one where
Oh,
like the seats move. The seats move,
that
Ooh.
shit.
and then
I
you
don't
get
know if I would
sprayed
like
with
that.
water. You get like, and it was 3D, girl. It
Oh,
was
that.
literally 3D.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
ooh.
So we found tickets to both me and my bestie are big Harry Potter fans.
Okay.
Um, so we got tickets to. They're actually playing Chamber of Secrets on that same 4DX. It's just not 3D, but it will be the same. Where there's like fog from the sides, water squirting in your face.
Mm,
So we're doing that on Saturday, and we're
How
super excited about
that sounds
exciting!
so
it.
fun.
Oh, that sounds so fun. What are you doing,
Yeah, it was my
Anti?
first time in a movie theater. This earlier this week, we went and had Korean barbecue, and then did that theater
That
experience. But it
sounds
was my first
fun.
time in a theater in like 4 years. It's been a long time.
Oh
I
wow.
can't
It was
remember the
like,
last
damn,
time.
on Saturday.
Actually, the last time I went to the theater, um, okay, Anti wasn't with me, but it was with our group of friends. We went to go see Girls Trip. That was the last time I went to the theater.
Me
That was your
too,
last time?
actually. I saw Girls Trip
Yeah.
too. The
Oh
last
my
the
gosh.
last theater
She
experience
was
I had
sick.
was Girls Trip.
Hi, it's in the
Hi, it's in the
in the
stars.
stars. Thank you for
Huh?
coming
Oh,
on.
it's
So,
freezing
Anti,
out here.
what's your plans this
Um,
weekend, honey?
well, me and the girls are supposed to go to the nail shop today, so we're gonna do that tomorrow. And I'm showing the little one. So we've been showing her how to skate, so she's still in her walking phase. So we showing her we're gonna just walk out on the skates a while and just chill. That's and I'm getting my
It's
hair braided,
Saturday.
thank God. Yeah.
You gonna
It's
do
been
your
a
own
long
braids?
week. Oh hell no. Girl. Nope.
Well, I'm gonna try to
Uh-uh.
install my own weave for the first time this
Oh,
weekend.
let me know how that goes,
I
girl.
will.
Let me know. Let
I've
me know.
never ever done this myself. I might be a hot mess. I might
I want to
document it.
see.
I
I
might
was gonna say
I
not.
need to
record
see
it.
this. I
I
gotta
Yes.
don't
see
know.
it. I gotta see it.
But I'm
I mean,
gonna
you did
install
your
my,
box braid, so I think,
and they came out great the
and
first time.
yeah,
Those
so I
were
think you
great.
can do
Those
it.
were
You can do
delicious.
it. You can
I
do
can
it.
do it. Okay,
You
I
can
can
do
do
Those
it.
it.
were delicious. Your braids came out
Do
right.
it.
They really did
Well,
come
no,
out
no,
right.
I did. I tried it last year, like in April, my first time, and
I
then
think
I
everybody
learned.
got to doing pandemic hair because I did my own
Yeah,
box braids a few times and I was satisfied. Like if I could do it again, I
I was
would, but
too. Cause I was like, I'm
uh-uh.
not about to sit in nobody's chair and get a weave. Number one, and number two, I'm not about to walk around my house, my
And
apartment,
everybody
with a damn
prices that
wig.
went
That's
up.
stupid.
Jesus. Woo.
My pandemic hair consists of me avoiding doing anything with my hair. Like
I
I
cut my
You
look,
look
own
I need a
good,
hair.
but
streamer
you look good though. You look good. You look
I
Thank
need to
you.
cut
exactly
my
like
light on.
your cartoon. I swear to God, you're the only person I know that looks exactly
Literally
like
the
your
only
cartoon.
one.
The
Everyone says
old,
that.
you're the only person I know that looks exactly like your Bitmoji. Like everybody else looks like somebody
Every
else.
other one looks crazy, right? They look
You
like
look just like you.
you look like
That is so funny.
I look
Okay, y'all.
exactly like my emoji for sure.
It's time to go.
It is because I'm about to go get me something to
Ooh,
eat.
it's
I'm
still ladies' night.
starving.
Are you gonna go
Bye.
get you a
Bye.
fillet?
Thank you
Have a
Are
good
everybody for tuning
you gonna get a
weekend.
fillet
in.
up? Are you gonna get a
Bye.
fillet of fish in time?
I probably am because the Belize spot is closed. So I'm about to go and get
No.
that fillet of fish.
There's a
Love you
Belicious.
guys.
Okay. All right, guys.
Bye. Have a